So now you can also start saying Subhanallah with the birds. So yeah, nature is beautiful, right? So amazing. So I'm just using the brown color. Just using the brown color. All right. Looks like our tree trunks are ready. What do you think? Are your tree trunks ready? All right. If we are ready, let's do some brush work. Let's take out paint, blue paint. So I'm going to put the crayons away because we need some acrylic paint and it will look very pretty. So I'm going to put the crayons away. And what the colors that I need from the acrylic box today is light blue, like turquoise. If you have this paint, or turquoise. Yeah, if you have turquoise, you can take it out. And we also need this purple or very dark blue. So let me find dark blue. I found a purple, and yeah, got some blue. So I'm going to take it out on my palette and any brush, any small sized brush. So this is my palette, and we are going to take out some paint for the leaves. And let's think out of the box, right? How do you think out of the box? That leaves are always green. They don't have to be green all the time. It depends on the weather. It depends on where we are, what kind of trees are around us. So I took out turquoise blue and a purple. Now I also want a dark blue. If you don't have these colors, no worries, right? But if you have a box, so you need dark blue. So I took out 3 colors: dark blue, light blue, and a little tiny bit of white is what I need for the shading. So the colors that I'm using is just 4 colors, and they are dark blue, brilliant blue, dark blue, and white, and purple, and light blue.
How do you make dark blue?
Oh, you don't make dark blue. Yeah, this is a primary color, right?
But I have light blue.
If you have light blue, perfect. If you have light blue, that's awesome. You can use dark green instead of, you can use dark green. This one, if you don't have a blue, let's use this dark green too, right? So I'm going to put it here with the blue. So green, I added green to my palette. I have green, blue, white, purple, and the light turquoise. Now let me start with dark blue first, or dark green, whatever, right? You can use, right. So yes, later we can use knife work too. Inshallah, next month we will do a project and we can use some knife work. All right. Now I picked up blue and green together. If you have blue and green together, you can just pick up both. And if you have your Q-tips, you can use that, or dot brush. What do you think? Brush is easier or Q-tips are easier? Whatever is easier, right? If you have Q-tips, you can use that like we did yesterday, or with a brush, you just do some dots like that. So these are the leaves, and the top part, we are, dabbing the brush, the small brush, and you keep on dabbing. So we have to have a hole here. We are creating a canopy. So now I am using dark blue and I am using dark green to create these leaves. But if you don't want to use the brush. Let me grab some Q-tips and to show you. I can just grab them or put a rubber band on it. Like this is easier. All right, so just dip them, blue and green. And then, yeah, we just want to like that, right? So if Q-tips are easier to draw leaves, let's do that. They're faster. Yeah, they're just faster, guys. So you pick up Q-tips or tie them up with a rubber band. All right, Q-tips, and tie them, or I'm just grabbing them. I'm not even tying them up. So what I want to do is here, I also want to add, yeah, Q-tips are prettier. They create nice leaves. But remember, you're not coming in the center. Remember that how I'm doing is like a circle, you know, not a perfect circle. You don't have to do a perfect circle. And just like this circle, a circle of the sky. And
Teacher Saba,
on, yes, Virar?
how many Q-tips do you need?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 or 6.
Okay.
So now see, I'm not covering the whole thing. I still have some orange that is visible in between the leaves, and that is pretty, right? So here we go. And then some green, some green, some blue, and the Q-tips are pretty. And yeah, some leaves. It looks pretty, right? Yeah. You can use aqua color too, of course, right? Any blue, any green. This is a little darker to this side. So I'm just picking up with Q-tips and here and there. So kind of, we created a circle of leaves. Kind of, right? An incomplete circle. Looks pretty. Now, once you are done with this circle, we are going to use one Q-tip. I'm just holding one Q-tip. So we are going to do some grass that is on the forest floor with a green color with only using one Q-tip. Now how we use that? We pick up the Q-tip, put it in little green and blue, and just do these strokes, you know, like grass blades, random lines, very small random lines like that, you know. So this is a forest floor, some trees here and there, and like that, some grassy blades. Easy, guys? Yes. All right. Now I'm going to pick up another Q-tip. Same grassy lines. So I can do green. I can do a little green. And on top of, in front of the tree, or here, like that. Yes. If you're ready for the lighter colors, because we have to use some purple and white and turquoise, right?
A little slower, Teacher Saba.
Yes, sure, I can wait. We have some minutes. So I'm going to grab another Q-tip because these are all dirty. I'm going to throw them away to get some few new Q-tips. Here I go for light color because this is dark, right? And we need to add some light onto it. Now I have some Q-tips and I can use 3 of them, not all of them. Yes, I'm waiting. Yeah, this is fun. So I'm waiting for a few Q-tips because I have my light colors ready. So I'm grabbing my three clean, because whenever you use a dark color, right, you cannot use it again. So remember to use a lighter shade. So these are the three clean Q-tips that we are going to use, and lighter color. So look at the colors that I have. I have light purple, light blue, and white. So I'm going to mix it to create a nice light color. So ready? So blue, I touched blue, and then I put some white in it, like that, dabbing. And with the dabbing, I want to add some light here. So whenever there are darker patches, just use some lighter shades to give some light to your painting, like some of the light, and lightly touch it, don't dab it very harshly. Yeah, I have to move it a little, yes, like this. So just dabbing and getting some white again on the Q-tips, just some white, and just touch it like softly, just very softly, just touch here and there to add some light to the very dark leaves. I think it looks pretty now. So let's go to the right side of the painting, and I want to do the same. A little lighter turquoise with my, here and there some dots. Some dots. You can even come out a little over here inside the circle, and some lighter shade, and then white. So I picked up white, and here and there I can again touch it to get some light color in the very darker ones. So yeah, if you don't want to waste, you can just flip the Q-tips, but be careful if you're wearing gloves. It's really okay. Otherwise, a lot of paint just gets onto your hands, but you can, of course, clean it. And then I'm adding some white here, because I think this part was also very, very dark. So yeah, and then some light color inside too, inside the circle. Now I'm just touching it a little softly, so I can just touch it a little, some of the leaves that are coming inside the canopy circle. So this is not a continuous canopy. I can just touch it here and there. And now I just want to use a Q-tip that is clean, very clean, and with just white, fresh white, and I just want to touch it here and there to add some light to my painting, and some medium color too. How I'm doing it, just picking up some white, and then here and there where is some darker, I can just add it here and there, and some nice little tiny kind of flowers, like very nice light color even inside, right? Looks pretty. I like it, right? It's nice. And with a turquoise color, mixed with a little green with a Q-tip again, here close to the grass, we can just add few drops here and there, here and there, and then we can add some white flowers here. So what do we do at the end? Again, another Q-tip, right? And fresh white. So I'm picking up fresh white and adding few dots, just like small, tiny, tiny flowers. We can also use a different color like purple, just to add some nice different shade. Now I'm using some purple, like purple flowers like pansies, or some other small tiny purple dots here. And mixed with white, it looks very pretty. So you pick up purple on your Q-tip and touch a little white. All right, purple is for flowers, right? So I have purple and white and very tiny ones over here. So you're not using the full Q-tip on the paper. How you're using, touch it a little. If you can see it, how I'm doing it, little tiny purple flowers that will add a lot of beauty to our composition, right? So all this part, even on the grass, some grass blades, we can just add these small purple flowers. Is it fun? Just to touch it softly, right? So all these flowers, purple color is for very tiny flowers that I am adding here and here. Yes?
Can you slow down a little bit?
Yes, sweetheart. I can slow down because the class is coming to an end in few minutes. So it's okay. You can always go back to the video, right? And then, yes. But I'm slowing down. I will ask you a question now. Anyone who wants to ask me questions, I'm just tiny dots here and there. What I'm doing right now, we are done with our painting, right? So what I am doing right now is just, using purple, very small dots. And how you use it, you pick up the color with this Q-tips. And yes, Hadia, if you have another class, yes, you can leave and then just touch it, guys. Okay, just nicely some dots. As you can see, how nice it is. Is it fun to add dots, right? These purple dots here and there, especially close to the forest floor. So this is not a rainforest, but it has a lot of flowers, right? The forest floor looks pretty. Yeah, I think it was a lot of fun, right? Especially adding these small, tiny dots. It's a lot of fun, especially on the dark tree trunk, right? It looks a lot of like pretty flowers here and there. So, yeah, here and there, we are just adding. And in the end, you can see if this portion is very dark, again, use a Q-tip with already some color, a light color on it, and then just touch it here and there. If you think this part is very like it needs some color, you can just touch the Q-tip with some flowers that are closer to the sky. And if this is very dark and you feel you need some lighter tones on the top, you can also use that light purple lilac color on the top too, some dots, this part as well. You can add some purple tiny dots even inside some of the flowers that are, it's not a like the trees are not made up of plastic. There are some flowers that are growing here and there, and actually they add a lot of beauty. So you see the orange that is visible through the forest, it adds charm, it adds a lot of beauty to our composition. And with adding all these flowers, your foreground is pretty too, right? With all these dots that we are adding at the end, it's making our composition really pretty. What do you think, guys? All right, we had a lot of fun today. I had a lot of fun, inshallah. See you tomorrow with a brand new painting. Okay, inshallah. See you guys. I had a lot of fun. Jazakallah khairan. Salam alaikum.